The woman was sent to the king's bed by her own father. Because of her extraordinary skills in bed, Mary thought with this gift she could find a place for herself in the royal harem. But she was wrong. Soon the king got tired of her. She didn't realize all men shared one thing: the easier something is to get, the less it's valued. Mary seemed to realize her favors had ended, so she wisely chose to leave the palace. But her father wasn't willing to give up the enormous power that royal favor brought. Driven by his political ambition, he summoned his eldest daughter, Anne Boleyn. He hoped she could use the same strategy to win the king's favor. Even though he knew the king was notoriously fickle, he still believed Anne could use her charm and intelligence. She'd win the king's favor. Compared to her sister Mary, Anne was not only more attractive, but also more cunning. Her father turned out to be right. To eliminate any obstacles in her path to success, Anne quickly broke up with her lover. Before entering the palace, she warned him, if he didn't want to die, don't contact her again. This way, Anne began her carefully planned pursuit of the king. Wearing a white gown and wearing a mask, she appeared at the royal ball. Sure enough, she immediately caught Henry's attention. When Henry invited her to dance, Anne boldly refused him. She knew playing hard to get was the best way to handle the king. Keep herself in Henry's mind, and make sure she appeared every day. But every time Henry appeared, at even the slightest initiative, Anne found an excuse to leave. Henry was completely hooked by her game. No one had ever refused his invitations. The harder she was to get, the more he wanted her. One day, Anne decided to play hide-and-seek with Henry. This immediately caught the king's interest. The king followed her step by step into a room, but Anne blocked him at the door. When Henry opened the door, he found Anne completely naked. The next morning, Henry woke up covered in sweat. It turned out this was all an embarrassing dream. This surprised him extremely. He even poured cold water on his head to calm himself. So, to win Anne's heart, Henry wrote her over a dozen love letters. He even granted her father titles and honors. Henry thought such arrangements would finally make her smile. But when he eagerly asked if Anne was willing to be his only mistress, she refused him again.